they are fair anywhere, and they are contaminating our oceans, our fields, our cities, says Guillermo Gonzalez of the 3.4 trillion affordable plasticity mined utilized in Chile each year. Mr. Gonzalez heads the recirculation division at Chile's Environmental Ministry and is just too aware of the problems inflicted by the enormous sum of plasticity mined utilized by his compatriots. It conducted up to 400 year for a solitary plasticity bag to deteriorate, and really few get processed, he says. It is a really apparent type of waste management, and one how human beings are really worried on. In August, Chile became the first nation in Roman America to ban store of transferring out complementary plasticity mined to shopping. By the new rules, nobody who goes to a keep will each include to buy a deusable bag or give their own. The draft gone solidly in both of chambers of convention, and surveys showed how 95% of Chileans backed it. By the new rules, big store will be permitted to brush out 2 solitary use plasticity mined per man, and such transferring out more than will person fines of almost $400, £315, per pouch. Go February, big store will no much longer be permitted to brush out these mined. Little store include been taking into account before August 2020 to carry out the changes, but lot business community and the whole communities include already forced the complete prohibition. And already, supporting has started to diminish. Possessing to pay for the mined has not done Santiago inhabitant Vanessa Cornejo changing her manners. She says how although she now has a gallery of more than rather than 20 deusable mined at household, I memorable perhaps just 2 times in the recent 4 persons months to give them. Ms. Cornejo thinks store requirement to do more than rather than fair accusation for deusable plasticity mined. They should propose various options such as document or some processed content, quite rather than human beings fair possessing to buy a various plasticity pouch. Magdalena Balcells heads Chile's Plasticity Production Associate ASIPLA. She too thinks how the law fails to propose shopping incentives to selector to think fresher. Will there be less plasticity mined in the supermarkets? Affirmative. But will human beings halt with plasticity mined? Of year no, since there is no law guidance you to go in how line, she says. Store accusation approximately the counterpart of $1 for every deusable bag, and for Chileans love Sandra Hofte Rojas, a chambermaid of a cheap income neighborhood, how, in comparison with Vanessa Cornejo, she cannot provide to overlook her mind while she goes trading. There in Chile you include the wealthy, the medium grade and the impoverished. Which are the impoverished to make, she asks. She says she will now occasionally buy less food items to escape possessing to pay for new mined. But there is else item disturbing Ms. Hofte. Love 94% of Chileans, she utilized to use the complementary plasticity mined shops presented out to manage of her nonsense. Now she has to buy nonsense mined. The charge wasn't there up, she says. Currently we include to put both of in deusable mined and buy nonsense mined. Financially, it's not nice for me, and it's yet plasticity. Taking into account these concerns, several are concerned how such who cannot provide nonsense mined might end up price dumping their nonsense in the gateway, guideline to more than contamination, not less than. Ecological groups in Chile behind the new law, but distress it can just be at first move. Plasticity is knock on our doors, it is emerging anywhere, says Flor Matiasson, the CEO of ecological team Greenpeace in Chile. It is essential for us to know how, if we wish to include a big effect we requirement to bring plastic creature sold out in another place love in meal packing, differently the ban could be inappropriate. The government agrees lot more than as necessary to be made for Chile to be a fresher nation, but Mr. Gonzalez is confident the go goes in the order line. Thou are reminded each period you go to the grocery, keep how the is not an abstraction, campaigning how lasts for a pair weeks and you never listen on over, he says. It very touches yours lifetime and how is very strong in regulation of change human beings as manners, human beings as behavior to plasticity and the recirculation problem how we include as a nation.